So today and yesterday were amazing. What I was doing out here working with Kicks to the Pitch is really the only thing I can say is that you can really manifest your dreams. And not to sound corny, but I always end up sounding corny, is that a year and a half ago when I got on social media, I didn't exactly know where I saw myself career-wise. I wasn't playing soccer anymore. I was working as a freelance spray tan technician and doing really well for myself. I love my clients. I was personal training some clients, and I had dreams of being in the acting world, the modeling world. Big, lofty dreams that I felt, people thought I was crazy for wanting, but they've always been, gnawing at me, being like, Tamra, you gotta do this. Like, you wake up every day, you go to bed thinking about it. Like, why not? Why not you? Instead of being like, why me? Why, who do I think I am? What do I think I'm doing? Instead, I should just be like, duh, like, of course, if you want it, go after it. I let a lot of my insecurities get in the way. I let a lot of my skin issues get in the way. And there was just a moment when I realized, if I don't go after it, no one's gonna make it happen for me, and I'm gonna look back in 10 years and be like, you had everything. You had everything in your hands and the ability to just do it, and I got in my own way, and I decided that wasn't gonna be my story. February, I think. I can't really remember now. I went on an audition for a film, and I was scared shitless. It was my first audition, and I remember walking into the room and being like, it's now or never. Don't think about that they're looking at your skin. Don't think about that you've never done this before. Just go in there, deliver the best that you can do, and if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And I walked out of the audition feeling like cloud nine. Whatever happens, happens. I don't even care. I went for it. I did it. I was so proud of myself just for doing it, just for walking in the door and making it happen. And lo and behold, I get the call back to do a second audition, and I booked the film. And I shot it all in March. It's about to come out. I'm beyond ecstatic. I've heard great things about it. I've gotten feedback from the director, editors, saying, they're really proud of me, and that just means the world to me. I got that news while I was out here in Miami, and it's things really do come to fruition if you're willing to just put your head down and go after it and push through walls that are put up and push through the mental blocks that you put on yourself, or push through the things that people say, because if you want it bad enough, you can make it happen. Honestly, I really saw myself in this fitness world on social media and didn't really know where I fit in, because I didn't feel like the average, I don't even want to say average, I just didn't feel like I fit into that world of fitness models, or representing little companies here and there, or doing posts for teas and all this mumbo jumbo, that's what I call it. I wanted to do my own thing, so being able to start Brick House Body has been challenging but incredible, and doing it all on my own, working with amazing pattern makers, sample makers, manufacturers. I've been doing all the designing myself, working on my ebook, my website. Everything's about to launch soon. It's been a year in the making. I cannot believe that it's finally here. It's, been some of the hardest challenges I've ever faced, with having, people walk away with money, having me realizing that you can't trust everybody, but that you can, get over things that have happened, and when something doesn't go right, you just find another avenue, and you can't just give up and walk away and be like, this is too hard, it's not meant for me. Sometimes I think when things get so difficult, we're so programmed to be like, it's not meant to be. Like, all these signs and all these things that are happening to me, it means that I'm not meant to go after this. But truly all that is just the universe testing you. Like, how bad do you want it? How bad do you really want this dream? Because I'll keep putting things in your way and keep making you learn the lessons until you've learned them. And that's what I truly feel. I feel like everything that's hard for me is just because the universe is being like, you don't know it yet. You haven't mastered it yet. You think you know, but you don't know. It's very humbling. It makes me very aware, and it makes me proud when I get through it. And I'm like, I look back and I'm like, oh, I thought that was gonna end me. I thought that was gonna be truly the hardest thing I've ever had to go through. But no, this next thing is the hardest thing I've ever had to go through. And then you realize that thing wasn't really that hard, but it was only hard because you didn't know how to do it, because you didn't have the tools yet. And now, as you move through those things, you get the tools, and you just keep filling up your tool belt with all these necessary things that are gonna help you with something down the line. And I couldn't be more thankful and grateful for those roadblocks, because without that knowledge, I wouldn't be where I am. I wouldn't be able to wear so many hats and move through those different arenas while building these businesses. It's like, it's incredible sometimes to step back and be like, I'm doing it. I'm doing all the things that I set out to do. I made my first film. I'm starting my business. I'm able to still have clientele with my spray tans. I'm able to pursue modeling and now work with an amazing company like I'm So Alpha, and help build their female team. And it's just like, I'm working back with soccer now, with Kicks to the Pitch and awesome companies at Adidas that like really believe in the culture and the art and of the sport and of the love for the spirit of the game. And I thought quitting soccer in college was like the end for me, and I didn't know where to go from there. And it's like, everything literally comes full circle. Patience, tenacity, dedication, resilience, adapting, all these qualities I've realized are so important for going after your dreams. It's not just about hard work. Hard work is great, talent is great, consistency, keep pushing. I talked to some people about what it's like to be, and not just an entrepreneur, but to go after the things that that scare you, that are bigger than you, and what it's like. And a lot of people describe, that's so gaudy. A lot of people describe the journey to success as like this scale that kind of does this. And yeah, as it goes down, it goes up, and then it goes down, and it goes up, and then maybe it goes up a little bit more, and then it comes down a little bit more. But essentially, it's going in this motion to where you see this prize at the top, and you'll get there if you just do all these things, but you'll have setbacks. And that's usually how they show the like map to entrepreneurship and success. And I've found that, and even though I'm not there yet, or whatever there is, I'm still on that journey, but what I found, I feel like, is it's not so much of that's where you're going and this is how you get there and it's okay if you have setbacks. I imagine it more as like a wall, and this wall is keeping you from something on the other side that's great, that only you can see, that only you can envision, that you can't explain to other people, that at times you don't even see it. But through blind faith, through belief in yourself and your abilities and your wants and dreams and the belief that you can, with enough hard work, with enough just sheer blind faith, you can continuously chip at that wall and break through it. And if that doesn't feel like it's working enough, you work over here and you start beating this part of the wall down, and then this part, because you never know at what point what's gonna break through. And you don't know when it's gonna happen either. It could be at the most random time. It could just be after knocking away at the same part over and over and over and over until you wear it down, and then one day it just boom falls down and you're like, oh, this the whole time? It was right here? And you look back and the journey doesn't seem so hard, because you're like, I needed to learn all those things. I needed to continuously chip away at that so I could learn those lessons. And that's like the only way that I can describe this journey that I've been on, is that it was a lot of blind faith, and at times I didn't believe in myself, and that's when I found it the hardest to pursue anything, to even take that first step. I didn't have faith in myself. And that was the hardest pill for me to swallow in this, was that it wasn't other people holding me back. It wasn't other people being like, you're not gonna get there. That's not, that's really unimaginable for you, Tamra. It was more like, yeah, duh, go after those things. You can do it, you're made for this. And me feeling like, why? Why me? Why was I chosen to want to do great things and big things and, have goals and dreams that are like far-reaching, beyond the capacity that I ever thought I could attain, but always what are in my mind and in my heart and in my soul. And thinking like, I don't deserve to have those things. But as soon as I got out of my own way, as soon as I said, you know what, you start small and you build and you work on yourself, and the more you work on yourself, the closer your dreams will become, the easier it'll feel to go after them, the more confident you'll be to take those steps towards getting what you want, and towards accomplishing each goal that seemed scary and seemed so far away and so hard. All changes when you believe in yourself, when you hold yourself at a higher value, when you surround yourself with people that believe in you and continuously push you and motivate you. Because you can be your own worst enemy, and that's all I was to myself. Self-doubt is like the biggest thing that will hinder success. And giving up is just being like, it's too hard. But everything's gonna be hard, it's just a matter of how bad you want it. If you're willing to fight those voices inside your head. That's all they are, they're voices. They're other people in our past that have told us things about ourselves, or what we've told the stories in our head. That's all it is. It's just subconscious stories that we can start changing. Like, the world needs more people believing in themselves. We're so quick to judge other people who are self-confident, who, we look at it as being cocky or arrogant, but really, truly, like, if you believe in your abilities, you're gonna do great things. And we need more people to do great things in this world, to then teach other people and teach younger generations that they can go out and do great things. And that's the beautiful thing about life, that's all we want, is just for generations to be able to live a happy life and accomplish their goals, and to make this world a better place. Corniness number 2. And I truly believe that some of us are just put on this earth to be able to teach others that. And if I can just learn from experience and pass that on to you guys, it's just work on yourself. All things will come to you when you work on yourself. Be a good human being. Be the best version of yourself that you can be. Not the person next door, not the girl you look up to, which is amazing to look up to people, but don't try to be them. The world already has one of them. Be the most loving, caring, ambitious, hardworking, dedicated person that you can be. All other things will fall into place. So that's my story for tonight. I'm just feeling really grateful, really, really, truly, truly thankful for the opportunities that have come my way. And I will continue to fill you guys in on this amazing journey through the ups and the downs, and I'm not going to hide any of it. And yeah, it's going to be a crazy ride. Good night.